Hello, fellow ASU students. My name is Rachel. I did my ASQ assessment on a 5-year-old male child. He did very well in the assessment, scoring pretty much the highest in each of the 5 categories. There was a couple little issues, such as being able to understand what he was saying, but other than that, he really scored as high as he possibly could, and generally exceeded what the assessment required for the highest scoring. It's important to understand the child's development that I assessed, because I feel that part of his speaking problem has to do with his mom talking for him, or his family talking for him all the time. He comes from a large family, and he has 3 older brothers, and I think that they don't require him to speak where you can understand, so he can make the sounds that he makes and be able to get what he wants because they are able to understand him. So as a social worker, I would recommend something like speech therapy for him, and definitely some socialization outside of his family where he's going to be required to speak a little more clearly and explain himself a little bit more so that people understand what it is that he's trying to relay to them. I felt like the ASQ was a pretty good tool for my region, which is West Virginia. I did have a couple complaints with it, though. One, the child that I assessed did score very high. I think that the assessment should allow for a higher scoring. Like, I think that it should go higher so that it can show a more broad range of the child's development. So he was going off of above and beyond what the questionnaire allowed for. Another thing that I had an issue with the ASQ is that I think it would be a lot more beneficial if it gave some prompting to talk to the family members or the guardian about what is going on in their environment at home. So I was able to see how much he could do based on the assessment, but without any real indication of why he's so developed, why he's so good at his gross motor skills and his fine motor skills and his problem solving. So I did talk to the mom and was able to get some of that information from her, so that to the point where I feel like the reason why he is more developed is because he's competing with his brothers. He has 3 older brothers, and they're all vying for attention, and so it's a motivation for him to, keep up with them. I learned a lot from this experience. All children are different. I had a little bit of difficulty doing the assessment with my child. He was very clingy to his mom. He didn't seem super socialized. And she explained that is partially because she has had a lot of changes, and a lot of times it's been just her and him, or her and him and his actual older brother. The other 2 older brothers are stepbrothers. So he's had a lot of changes, but his mom has been the one constant in his life, and I think that that's led him to be a little overly attached, which made it difficult. But other than that, it went really well. My recommendation for him was to participate in some sort of sports activity. I feel like that would be really good for him because it would boost his self-esteem, because he is so skilled in his gross motor and his fine motor, and because it would help develop some of that socialization and have him start socializing with people outside of his family unit. So that is my conclusion for my assessment. It's been great working with all of you the last 7 weeks, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.